Hello students, to continue with microeconomics chapter market equilibrium under perfect competition and effects of shift in demand and supply, part 4. Today's topic is simultaneous shift in demand and supply and market equilibrium. So far we have studied the effect on market equilibrium of either the change in demand or the change in supply. However, there may be simultaneous changes both in demand and supply. So today we are going to study about simultaneous increase in both demand and supply, as well as simultaneous decrease in both demand and supply and market equilibrium. So first we are taking simultaneous increase in both demand and supply. Accordingly, there can be three situations. First one is increase in demand is greater than increase in supply. Next is increase in demand is exactly equal to increase in supply. And third one is increase in demand is less than increase in supply. First one, increase in demand is greater than increase in supply. Here D is the original demand curve, S is the supply curve. Equilibrium is determined at point E. Equilibrium price is P and equilibrium quantity is Q. Now demand curve shift rightward, which shows increase in demand. So here demand curve becomes D1, supply also increases, supply curve is S1. It is clear from the diagram. Increase in demand is much more than increase in supply. So new equilibrium is struck at point E1, equilibrium quantity is Q1 and there is rise in equilibrium price, it is P1. Now when demand increases, demand curve shift rightward. So at equilibrium price P, there is excess demand. Excess demand is ER. And at the same price, when supply increases, there is excess supply EK. Whereas excess demand is more than excess supply, which is equivalent to KR. So when there is excess demand, it is accompanied by rise in price. Increase in price leads to contraction in demand and expansion in supply. Ultimately, demand contracts from R to E1 and supply expand from K to E1 and new equilibrium is established. So it is clear when there is increase in demand which is greater than increase in supply, there is increase in equilibrium quantity as well as increase in equilibrium price. Second situation is increase in demand is equal to increase in supply. As is clear from the diagram, E is the point of original equilibrium, then equilibrium quantity Q, equilibrium price is P. When demand increases, demand curve shift rightward, supply also shift rightward, there is equal increase. So in this case, there is no excess demand or no excess supply. Accordingly, equilibrium price remains unchanged. New equilibrium point is E1, but equilibrium quantity increases to Q1. Third case is increase in demand is less than increase in supply. So first of all, you will draw the diagram showing original equilibrium with S is the supply curve, D is the demand curve. Equilibrium point is E, equilibrium quantity is Q and equilibrium price is P. Now in this case, increase in demand is less than increase in supply, as is very much clear from the diagram. So new equilibrium price is E1 and at this equilibrium price No doubt there is increase in equilibrium quantity, but there is fall in equilibrium price, and new equilibrium price is P1. So it is clear, when there is simultaneous increase in both demand and supply, equilibrium quantity always increases, and equilibrium price, it depends upon the situation. May increase, may not increase, may decrease. Second situation is simultaneous decrease in demand and supply. When demand and supply decreases, so demand and supply curve both shift leftward. Again, there can be three situations. First is decrease in demand is greater than decrease in supply. So here S is the original supply curve, D is the original demand curve, and equilibrium is E, equilibrium quantity Q, equilibrium price P. When demand decreases, demand curve shift to leftward side, and supply curve also shift to leftward side, as is clear from the diagram. Decrease in demand is much more than decrease in supply. So new equilibrium price is E1, where new demand curve D1 cuts the new supply curve S1. So it is clear, there is decrease in equilibrium quantity. New equilibrium quantity is Q1, and equilibrium price also falls, which is P1. Next situation is decrease in demand is equal to decrease in supply, as is clear in the diagram. That is, there is same decrease in both demand and supply. So it is a situation in which there is no excess demand or excess supply. So there is no change in equilibrium price. It remains P, as is clear from the diagram. First equilibrium point E, next equilibrium point new equilibrium E1. So there is no change in price, but there is decrease in equilibrium quantity from Q to Q1. Third situation is decrease in demand is less than decrease in supply. So as is clear from the diagram, demand decrease is less as compared to supply. Original equilibrium is E, equilibrium price P, equilibrium quantity Q. Now decrease in supply is more than the decrease in demand. So new equilibrium is struck at point E1. There is rise in equilibrium price. New equilibrium price is P1, and there is fall in equilibrium quantity, which is Q1. It is clear, when there is simultaneous decrease in both demand and supply, so equilibrium quantity decreases in all situations, but equilibrium price may decrease, may not change at all, or may increase. Now here is an exercise for you student. The simultaneous shift can also happen in some more possible ways. For example, supply curve shift leftward and demand curve shift rightward. Second situation is supply curve shift rightward and demand curve shift leftward. So you draw diagram and interpret the results. Thanks for watching.